everyone, I am Sneha, lecturer, Department of Visual Assistant, SNS College of Science. Today we are going to see about design thinking based class on anatomy and physiology of respiratory system. We have demo model of lungs. Before entering into the topic, let me explain what is respiratory system. Respiratory system contains set of organs which is responsible for breathing or respiration. Breathing is a process which is inhaling the air into the lungs and exhaling the air out of the lungs. Respiration is the whole biochemical process of transportation of gases and also production of ATP to the body cells and transfer oxygen throughout the body and removing carbon dioxide from the body to the environment. Next is anatomically, respiratory system is divided into two. Vasant will explain the anatomical classification.
The anatomical respiratory system consists of upper respiratory tract and lower respiratory tract. Upper respiratory tract consists nose, nasal cavity, mouth, oral cavity, pharynx and larynx. Lower respiratory tract consists trachea, bronchi, bronchioles, lungs, alveoli, diaphragm and costal muscle.
Anatomic respiratory system contains upper respiratory tract from the nose to the larynx and lower respiratory tract from the trachea to the alveoli. Physiologically, respiratory system is divided into two. Shakti will explain the physiological classification.
Conducting zone and respiratory zone.
Physiologically divided into two zones, conducting zone and the respiratory zone. In conducting zone, it contains nose, nasal cavity, trachea, primary bronchus, secondary bronchus and tertiary bronchus. In this conducting zone, from the environment, the air is transported into the lungs. In respiratory zone, it contains alveolar sacs, alveolar ducts and alveoli, respiratory terminals. In this respiratory zone, the gas exchange will occur, usually oxygen to carbon dioxide or carbon dioxide to oxygen. In the respiratory system one by one. First, Saraswati will explain the nose.
Nose is the external organ of respiratory system responsible for inhaling and exhaling of air. It includes external nose.
It is the visible portion of the respiratory system. It is the entry point of air.
Second one is nasal cavity.
It is the empty space inside the nose. It humidify, filter and warm the air which is entered through the nose.
Next, nostrils.
It is the two opening in our nose, right nostril and left nostril.
Septum.
Septum divides the right nostril and left nostril and also divided the nose into right and left.
Next, turbinate bones.
These bones will increase the surface of nasal cavity and also humidify, warm the air inside the nasal cavity. Next is functions of nose.
Air is warmed and humidified. Air is warmed, humidified and filtered with the help of hairs.
The nasal hairs will filter the microorganism in the air to prevent the infection and entering the microorganism of respiratory air. Next is it will also humidify and warm the air which inhaled by our nose. This warmness and moisture will protect the inner lining of our respiratory tract.
It contains olfactory receptors for smell.
These olfactory receptors carry smell-related signals to the brain. Through these receptors only, we identify the different types of smells. Bijit will explain the pharynx.
Pharynx is the common chamber for the respiratory and digestive system. It is located between the mouth and esophagus.
So it is a common pathway for air as well as food. Anatomically, it is divided into three parts.
First one is nasophagus, second one is orophagus, third one is laryngophagus.
Nasopharynx, which is connected to the nasal cavity, so it is called nasopharynx. Oropharynx is connected with the oral cavity, so it is called oropharynx. The last one is laryngopharynx. It is connected with the larynx inferiorly, so it is called the laryngopharynx. It is a common pathway for food as well as air. Next, larynx will be explained by Pragati.
It is also called as voice box. It is present anterior part of the neck and in front of the pharynx. It consists of muscles, cartilage and mucus, and interior of the larynx is abdominal epithelium.
The respiratory system contains inner lining of mucous membrane which produce mucus. It is a sticky jelly-like substance which trap the microorganism entering into the lungs for further complications. This larynx contains hyaline cartilage which is glass-like appearance. Here is the trachea. Above the trachea, the larynx will be present. Next, trachea. Trachea will be explained by Gurulakshmi.
Trachea is a part of respiratory tract. It lengths about 10 to 11 centimeter. It extends from larynx to superior border of the fifth thoracic vertebra. It terminates by dividing into right and left bronchi. It has 16 to 20 rings formed by hyaline cartilage.
Trachea contains 16 to 20 she-shaped hyaline cartilaginous rings. Here is the trachea she-shaped cartilage. Trachea is the major pipe of entering. Trachea is also called air pipe. The air only entering through the lungs via trachea. It is divided into right bronchus and left bronchus. Here is the trachea is also called air pipe. Through the trachea, the air is entering into the lungs by the division of right bronchus and left bronchus. It is furtherly divided into primary bronchus, secondary bronchus, and tertiary bronchus, also called the bronchial tree. In the end of bronchial tree, it contains air ducts called the alveoli. This is the main structure for the gas exchange. In this structure, the oxygen will transport and also carbon dioxide transport occurs via these. The next major structure of respiratory system is lungs. Here is the demo model of lungs. Usually we have pair of lungs, right lung and left lung. Right lung located in the right side. It contains 3 lobes, superior lobe, middle lobe and inferior lobe. Left lung located in left side. It contains 2 lobes because of heart situation. Superior lobe and inferior lobe present. These lungs exchange the gases and also helps for the respiration. Not only lungs, trachea, the respiratory muscles also helpful for the breathing or respiration. Respiratory muscles are costal muscles and also diaphragm. Here is the diaphragm. It is the important muscle for breathing. Next we will see the borders of lungs. There are 3 borders: anterior border, posterior border and also inferior border present. Next we will move into blood supply, nerve supply of lungs. Blood supply, bronchial arteries supply oxygenated blood to the lung parenchyma. Bronchial veins drain the deoxygenated blood from the lungs to the heart. Next is nerve supply, vagus and sympathetic nerve supplies, nerve supply, and it carries signals to the brain and to the lungs from the brain. Next we will see the outer covering layer of lungs. The outer covering layer is called the pleura. It is a sac which contains 2 layers, outer parietal layer and inner visceral layer. Between these 2 layers there is a space called the pleural space. It contains pleural fluid which prevents the friction during inspiration and expiration of lungs. Next we will see the difference between right lung and left lung. Right lung contains 3 lobes and left lung contains 2 lobes. In right lung cardiac notch present, left lung cardiac notch absent. Right lung is slightly bigger than the left lung. Right lung is 625 grams and left lung is 565 grams. Right lung